Hey there, Centrons. Today we're going to be reviewing the Pro 3 by Sequential. Hi, this is Pure Ambient Drone. This is my channel where I vlog about synthesizers, so hit that subscribe button, tap that bell. Keep up with all of my synth adventures by doing so. JamesDrone.com is the place to be. Love all of you guys for being here with me. I'm so excited because I got my hands finally on a Pro 3. This is the latest, greatest creation from our friend Dave Smith over at Sequential. You know, he's been into synthesizers for I don't know how long, and this man has done so much for the music industry. Synthesizers. It's just incredible what this guy is capable of doing, and I think this is truly the mono synth that is the end of the line, because it is probably the best mono synth out there. So if you're looking for that one mono synth that's going to do everything that you ever could want something to do in a mono synth, this is probably going to be the one you want to get. It's absolutely incredible. It's got 3 oscillators to start with. 2 of them are fully analog, but then you have this third one that is a digital. And the great thing about having a digital oscillator in the mix is that you can get sounds mixed in with the analog that you could never achieve otherwise. And that's what this synthesizer brings to the table. Not to mention, it has a OB6 filter, it has the Prophet 6 filter, and of course it has the ladder filter that has been made famous by Moog. And unlike many other synthesizers that use the ladder filter, when you crank up the resonance on this little beast, you don't lose your bottom end. And there are so many features on this synthesizer. But you know, I always approach synth reviews from a musical aspect, because I don't think musicians are clinical. I don't think we buy musical instruments for a clinical reason. We could stare at screens all day long and readouts and scopes, and there's plenty of channels, I should say, that do that kind of thing. But I've always felt that the sound of the instrument and how it makes me feel and how I react to it is the most important thing. Workflow, because I've had a lot of synthesizers in my studio, as you guys know. Many of you do know that. And workflow is so important to me. And what I like about this is that you have everything laid out systematically and even kind of gridded off, if you will, so that you can reach everything you need. Over here, you have a distortion effect. You have your glide. You have your hold button. You have your, this is your glide rate, and this would be your glide button. Then over here, you have your LFOs, your oscillators, your mixer, your filter, your envelopes, up here, a sequencer, arpeggiator. And what's really beautiful about this synthesizer in the sound department is, and I really love this, when a synthesizer sounds gritty, dirty, filthy, kind of broken up, not too smooth, but not too distorted. And I don't want to use the word distorted, because that's not what this thing brings to the table. Although it does have a drive, and it also has a distortion I mentioned earlier. This synthesizer has a character about it, and it's got the character much like the OB6, but I think on a scale of 1 to 10, the OB6 would have kind of a dirty sound of a 7. This thing can take it up to an 11 when you want to get it nice, dirty, and gritty. And what I do when I test out a synthesizer, I listen to the sound of it first and foremost. That is the most important part to me, because I am a musician. I make music all the time, and I'm always looking for a sound. And one of the reasons why I use hardware synthesizers is because I believe they bring something to the table that programs and VSTs, if you will, software, they just don't bring it sound-wise, a character to the recording. And that's just how I feel about hardware synthesizers. So I was delighted when I set this thing up and started listening to it, and just really blown away by the incredible amount of sounds and textures that you can get out of this. Now, I have a full sound demo of this synthesizer also on my channel. The main reason why I bought this is because I think that this is going to be the end all of mono synthesizers to come. I don't think there's much more you can do in a mono synth to top this. And it's certainly built with some exquisite quality. The case is nice and sturdy and strong and solid. The keys feel very, I wouldn't say stiff, because that would be the wrong word, but very responsive, not too loose. And I like that in a keyboard, that you got some pushback with the keys. I don't like synthesizers that feel cheap and plasticky, just kind of like loose and have no spring back. And this keyboard has lots of spring back for it, and that's a really good feel. So it feels very strong and sturdy and playable. You have your touch strip over here. You have your mod wheel. You have your down and up transpose, a latch for the touch. Everything's laid out right here so that you can do some performances if that's what you'd like to do. It has a very, very nice sounding glide that works really well with this synthesizer. So, I just want to do a disclaimer. I'm not getting paid or anything to talk about this synthesizer. I did not get this synthesizer for free from Sequential. I say that because there are some folks out there that believe that I'm getting this stuff for free, but I work very, very hard at my craft, and I reinvest in myself and what I do. And I think this is a great investment for anyone who's looking for the one monosynth or a monosynth in general. This is just an incredibly powerful synthesizer that has limitless, in my opinion, limitless creativity possibilities. You will have a lot of fun with this. It will not disappoint you, and you will be able to find a place for it in any track. This thing is really a jack of all trades. It's an amazing synthesizer. So, I really give this a high rating. And if you guys have not yet had a chance to try one of these, and you have a music store somewhere in your area that is open during these times, I would certainly try to get down there and put your hands on one of these things. Anyways, I just wanted to share my opinion of the Sequential Pro 3. I am James Drone, aka Pure Ambient Drone. JamesDrone.com is the place to be. Hit that subscribe button, tap that bell, give this a like, a share. And until next time, keep calm and synth on.